Well, is the third time a charm for the Canik Mete MC9? Today, that's what we're going to find out as I give you an updated review on this gun. So if you're not familiar with my channel, or maybe you are, just to give you a little rundown of how the things have played out with the Canik Mete. Essentially, when I first got the gun, reviewed it, loved it, shot it, I thought it was awesome. I mean, considering everything you get with the gun, even you get a little, holster, you get the mags, you get the back straps, it's optics ready, and it comes at a price that a lot of people can afford. I thought all the way around this gun was actually a winner. And that's what Canik does. They provide you with a gun that is typically really reliable. You get a lot of bang for your buck, meaning everything that comes with the gun, and typically a gun that's going to shoot really well. Actually, one of the best striker fire guns that I own, one of the best shooting ones I own, I should say, is the Canik SFX Rival Dark Side. So I generally think very highly of this company, and even though I haven't reviewed every single gun in their lineup, what I have reviewed has been really reliable. That's until I took this out for the second time. Now, that was part of an update, but it was also part of a 7-gun comparison that I was doing at the time with some of the updated or newer single stacks on the market. That day, we had fairly light rain, light to moderate rain, and every single one of the guns I had on the table, basically I had them face down, or, with the side down just like this. So they were getting rained on and getting water, of course, in the ejection port and all that kind of stuff, but every single one of them ran reliably except for the Canik Mete. So with that said, I was having some out of battery issues. I also thought that maybe the design of the firing pin and the striker channel and how they keep stuff out of that striker channel, better yet, could have been the issue, but definitely having some out of battery issues. So I'm like, okay, something is clearly not right. Now, most people are not going to have to fire their gun in rain. Most people aren't going to drop their carry gun in a puddle of mud or, dirt or anything like that. But it was good to know that, hey, just a little bit of water getting into the gun was actually causing out of battery issues, which is not ideal, right? Especially something as light as that. Now, if you start getting, some of the torture tests on pistols and stuff, you start getting mud and sand and dirt introduced into the gun. Would it be awesome if all the guns ran perfectly just like that and they ran underwater and you could do all kind of Navy SEALs tests with them and they would still run? There's some guns that will. There's others that won't. But do you really expect that is my question of a carry gun? Probably not. Again, if I can say, hey, my carry gun will run under all of these different conditions, that's a flex. That's a good flex. But the whole point of every carry gun, every defensive pistol, and for that matter, any gun that is used for defensive purposes, is it has to work. That's rule number one, especially under really light rain and conditions like what we were experiencing. So, anyways, it's been a while since we did that video. It was, I don't know, August of last year, if my memory serves me correct. So I knew it was time to get this thing back out. I should have done it before then, but, hey, here we are. So what I did is we didn't have any rain in the area, so I did a little bit of an artificial test. I poured a bunch of water on the side of the slide, and I just kind of let it sit there for a little while the first time. Shot through it. Now, because of the way this grip is designed, there is a longer mag too, by the way, but even with the longer mag, you'll notice that the back of the back strap right here is really short in comparison to the mag. That's why you have a little bit of gap down at the bottom, and of course I'll show you all some up close video of that. So the overall size of the grip is the only issue that I really had during this test, because it does get slick and you got kind of a top heavy gun. Your slide, your bore axis is a little bit higher than some of the others. So this is why I really like guns like, the Shield Plus is a good example. The 43X, even though I think that gun's a little bit too long for what you get, it still has a longer grip. You look at something like the IWI Masada S. These guns that have a slightly longer grip to them, P365 XL, that's another one, actually are beneficial when it comes to if you lose a little bit of traction on the gun because of moisture or rain or anything like that. So that was the only thing that I noticed that first go around once I got the gun wet, is that the gun's slick a little bit. I had to do a little bit of readjusting, but overall it did a pretty good job. So then I just doused it with water the second time and I started firing almost immediately. No issues. Then I tried it a third time, and again, no issues with the gun whatsoever. Now, one thing I did after the initial issues that I was having is I made sure everything was cleaned out of the striker channel. I made sure it was totally cleaned up and all of that kind of stuff. And again, no out of battery issues whatsoever. So I ran 4 or 5 mags through the gun. I think that is acceptable considering this is not my everyday carry, by the way, but I thought it would be acceptable at least to get y'all up to speed and at least to have some more confidence in this gun. Now, unfortunately, I was a little bit pressed for time, so ideally, I would like to run 10 mags through the gun. And so would I sign off on it now? Would I say that yes, this is probably a pretty reliable gun? Yes, but I would not 100% say, hey, I trust that gun with my life just yet. I just need to shoot it some more and just make sure that that was just a one-off type of issue before I sign off on it like that. Now, if you're wondering, hey, what guns would you recommend that you would absolutely trust your life to? I'm glad you asked, because I'm actually making a brand new video on just that. 7 guns that I actually trust my life to. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. But I'm glad to report that the Canik Mete, it looks like, hopefully that was just a one-off issue. It looks like it is definitely running better now. So there you go. No matter which way this test would have gone, I bought this gun with my own money. But even if I didn't, if I have issues with guns, that's one thing that I do. I am honest with my reviews, pros and cons, no matter who sends the gun or if I buy the gun, that's what you'll always get here. So if you like honest gun reviews, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And again, if you want to support what I do, you can join the SHOT team and join us on Patreon, or join the channel right here and never have to leave YouTube and gain access to some pretty cool perks. Big thanks to you guys. See you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.